You ever notice how no matter what you say, women just don't respond the way you want? You're clever, polite, maybe even funny, but nothing lands. She's lukewarm at best, or worse, she ghosts you. You try again by mirroring her energy and being agreeable. You're playing it safe, and you get rewarded by getting friend-zoned. Here's why this happens. Most guys tiptoe around women and wait for permission to act like men. They think, if she likes me, she'll give me a shot. They think attraction comes first, then compliance. That's stupid. In fact, if she's not already emotionally obeying you, she'll never feel that pull of attraction to you. And if she never complies, she never invests in you. And if she doesn't feel invested in you, she disappears. Now here's the fix. There's a system that flips the script where you don't wait for her to like you. You make her like you by making her comply. In Shogun Method, we call this the compliance sequence, and it changes everything. Let me be clear. These aren't pickup lines. These aren't tactics for nice guys or pickup artists. This is straight-up weapon-grade mind control. And as you understand the sheer power of mind control, you'll notice just how rare it is and why it's so rare. The truth is, most guys will never find this knowledge or figure it out on their own. That's why there's a private masterclass over at fractionation.org, where a select group of men study the deeper layers of emotional influence, stuff that goes way beyond what's publicly taught. You'll see what I mean when you get there. But for now, let's dive into the compliance sequence and see how it works. Like everything else in Shogun Method, we built it on a simple psychological truth. The more a woman complies with your requests, the more she will like you. Most guys get this the other way around. They think, if she likes me, she'll comply. That's wrong. Instead, you make her comply, and her brain rewires itself to like you more. The Shogun Method compliance sequence works with what we call the yes ladder statements. You ease into the conversation low-effort agreements and small acts of compliance. Ask her something everyone agrees with and make her say yes. For example, ask her to show you something, like her bracelet, her necklace, her tattoo. Each yes, each act of compliance, pushes her deeper into emotional alignment with you. Here's what that looks like in real time. That's an amazing necklace. Skulls are cool, aren't they? She says, yeah. Let me guess. Deep down, you're terrified of death, but fascinated by it at the same time. And she agrees. Wow, that's actually true. I know. I can read people. Mind if I look closer? Boom, that's compliance. You've gotten her agreement and got her emotionally hooked on you. In Shogun Method, we call this the Intrigue Ping, and it works like gangbusters. And the best part is that she doesn't even know what you're doing. She thinks it's a friendly, casual conversation that's 100% safe. But under the surface, her brain's screaming, this man gets me, I want more. And you can keep going, stacking one micro-compliance after another until she's following your lead without even realizing it. You'll ask her out or pull her to your place, and she'll say yes naturally. If you're thinking, this sounds way too easy, then guess what? Try it before you knock it. When done properly, mind control makes everything smooth like butter. That's why Shoguns live on easy mode, while other guys struggle, believe me. But there's one problem with yes ladders and intrigue pings. The emotional attraction they create may fade. Because here's the thing. At the moment, the intense feeling may be intoxicating, but it doesn't last unless you feed and grow it. And that's where fractionation comes in. Look at it this way. If the compliance sequence is the hook, then fractionation is the drug. It creates emotional addiction, not just attraction, but full-blown obsession. With fractionation, you plunge her into an emotional roller coaster with highs and lows by pulling her close and then pushing her away. She can't predict you or figure you out, and it's intriguing, annoying, and enthralling at the same time. She's addicted to the experience, and her brain goes into withdrawal every time you're not around. But fair warning, you don't use fractionation on just any woman at any time. It takes finesse, timing, and calibration, and I can't teach you these things over a short YouTube video like this. So here's what you do. Start with the compliance sequence to lay the foundation. Get her emotionally warmed up. Then escalate into fractionation to lock her in. And to master fractionation, you need to get into the Shogun Method online masterclass. There, you'll learn how real power works in relationships and how emotional addiction is created, controlled, and weaponized. Zero fluff, zero games, simply pure, weapons-grade psychological dominance. So let me ask you this. Do you want the power to make women obsess over you? Do you want to stop chasing and start choosing? Then get inside the masterclass at fractionation.org and learn how to make her feel the one thing she craves more than anything else: submission. But let me make one thing brutally clear. Shogun Method isn't for everyone. The Shogun Method masterclass at fractionation.org isn't some feel-good dating fluff for fragile egos. It's not for men who want to find love. It's not for the white knight still trapped in the fairy tale. And it sure as hell isn't for guys who need permission to be men. It's for guys who are done playing by female rules. It's for you if you want to bend her emotions, rewire her instincts, and make her feel things no other man ever could. So if you're still clinging to pickup lines and Tinder swipes, do yourself a favor and go elsewhere. But if something inside you has snapped, if you're ready to wield psychological control like a scalpel instead of a sledgehammer, if you want to see what happens when a woman's entire emotional world orbits around you, then your first step is at fractionation.org. Enter at your own risk, because once you see how deep this rabbit hole goes, you don't come back the same man. Fractionation.org.